I was about 10 years old. I was taking a shortcut home through the forest when a strange wind began to blow.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurfariana Maulidina, and I'm going to tell you about the biography of Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc grew up in a small town in France. Her father's name is Jacques and her mother's name is Isabel. She is also a religious person. When she's around 12 years old, she had a vision. She saw Michael the Archangel. He told her that it is her destiny to lead a battle against the English.
It was such a strange sound, almost like words calling me. Everything was moving so fast. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. God had given me a message to deliver.
Joan continued to have a vision for the next several years. And when she turned 16 years old, she decided to make it real and take an action. Joan was just a peasant farm girl. How was she going to get an army to defend the city? Then Joan decided to ask King Charles of France for an army. But first, she went to the local town. She asked the commander for help. Of course, at first the commander laughed at her. But she didn't give up. She still asked the commander for help and gained the support from other leaders. Soon, he provided her and agreed to take her to the royal court. Finally, Joan met with the king. At first, the king was suspicious. Should he put this young girl in charge of his army? Was she a messenger from God? Or was she just crazy? But the king realized that he had nothing to lose. He led Joan and the convoy of soldiers and suppliers to the city of Orleans, which under siege of the English army. Time by time, Joan learned how to fight. Then Joan became a proficient fighter and an expert of horse rider.
He said that I must save France from her enemies and bring her back into the hands of God.
Follow me! Once they were in Orleans, she launched an attack against the English. She led the attack and during one of the battle was wounded by an arrow. But she didn't stop fighting. She stayed with his troops and inspired them to fight even harder.
She was on her white horse facing the whole English army and she drove them away.
Fortunately, she won a great victory against the English. One day, she heard that the city of Champagne was under attack by the Burgundians. Then, she took a small force to defend the city. But the drawbridge raised and she was trapped. She was captured and sold to the English.
I want that girl burned.
The English held Joan as a prisoner and gave her a trial. They questioned her for several days and trying to find something that deserved death. But they cannot find anything wrong except that Joan was dressed like a man. Before she died, she asked for a cross. And an English soldier gave her a small wooden cross. Then Joan burned alive at the stake. Joan only 19 years old when she died. I think that is all for me. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Do you think that God made the right decision to take an ignorant girl to save the kingdom of France?